And here we are with the Zentada logo.
This is one of my favorite things about this. Is that you made this, and then it's so 80s.
Well, actually, a guy made it for me called Robot Bling. That's the name he goes by, and he did all the opening titles and things like that. And when I first saw that, I was blown away. And Jason Heine also did the music score on that. And yeah, this was actually done by a girl in England. She went and got me all these old photos at super high resolutions. You know, I was looking for, just people working on, doing engineering back in the day in like 1982 and all that. And
I love this time lapse too. This is a gorgeous
the only time lapse I've ever done. I just
you did it right.
I just set up the camera and I let it play for an hour. So I let a tape run for 1 hour, getting that and all that. So yeah, here's the Happy Console Gamer the movie commentary, and that's me and Rob there looking at ourselves, and there's also Kim. But yeah, wow, what a production, what an entire thing too.
What a 3-year ride that was.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be 3 years. We thought we'd do this in a couple of months. We thought it'd be really
easy.
easy.
A summer, do it over a summer.
Yeah. But I made sure I put all these opening titles in just to show that if anybody hadn't seen the movie, that there was some history, that we had some show type of thing and all that. And and I started off with this review, and everybody's asked me if this game was real, the Equilibrio game, and that's a game. That's a game that Hanzo, a good friend of ours in Germany, created. I said to him, I said, make this game, do whatever you want, you want with it, and he created like the Hanzo Corp.
Yeah.
So he created this game. He created, it's very Grandia-esque like, and then we have another friend of ours in Texas, Dave Carter, who did all this game footage,
which is fantastic and spectacular. I mean, it's just
I love it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So I wanted to start off with a fake review on the movie. I thought that'd be a lot of fun, and I wanted all the games to be completely fictitious. I didn't want them to be based on anything real or anything like that. So actually, something funny about the cover that when I'm reviewing the game, Hanzo has like Konami all over the place, and I was like, oh shit, we can't have that. So I actually had to get like stickers, like price stickers, and put it over that quickly before I did this review.
Oh, geez. I didn't know that.
I didn't notice it either. I was like,
oh no.
So I did all these fake stickers, and I put them on, like price stickers that it'd be marked down over the years and come down and down. And look at Hanzo's artwork, eh?
Such great stuff. He's unbelievably talented. It's just amazing.
And it was cool having Dave Carter in Texas and Hanzo in Germany working together and to create, Dave did all the video game stuff here. I think he did all this in RPG Maker. And, and him and Hanzo were talking back and forth, and I love the collaboration.
Yeah.
And then this is the thing about this movie is everybody came into this movie and volunteered their time and everything for free. And maybe we should just give a little bit of a backstory why we even did this. Is that when I hit 5,000 subscribers, we were excited that we had 5,000 people watching the show. It's like, wow, we actually have 5,000 people. And I think we've always wanted to make a little movie and have a little bit of fun, like back in our olden days.
Well, and because we had so much fun making the skit episodes, like the Halloween episode and stuff, so we thought, it'll be a little bit longer, but it can't be much harder.
It can't be harder. And I wrote something, I'm like, we'll do a lot in the underground parking lot. It'll be a lot easy. And so I came onto the audience and said, we're going to make this movie and all this stuff. So 5,000 subscribers.
Well, also because the original idea was for this to be the DVD, because a lot of guys, when they hit like a 5,000 subscriber, they'll make a DVD of their episodes. But I remember you specifically saying, why would I sell people something they can get for free on here when I can make something unique and special?
I wanted it to be special, I wanted it to be like, if you liked me and you...
This is how long it was. I went through 2 iPhones during the making of this movie. That's the first OtterBox, and then there's a different one later.
Oh, is there one in the movie?
Yeah, there is a different one, because I have my newer iPhone 4.
And even game deals changed. Like, he went through like 4 different things. That was like when they had the other half of the store, and then they made it smaller. Yeah,
that's right.
So if you actually look at the footage of the movie, it's fucked up because there's scenes that exist and all that, and I redid the entire place to show the Blade Runner poster and all that.
These guys were great.
Yeah, they were, and they came and did their own makeup, and that's what we. Yeah. Everything was like, hey. This is when I did it on the faulty microphone, so all the audio here I wasn't very happy with. It's not ideal, but I love how she's wearing the shirt I Love Zombies. I thought that was great. And I'm just trying to keep my cool and all that. And they're quite humorous. I was like trying to look at him there. I'm like, hey, see you guys, gotta go.
No, I'd love to hang out.
But I'm out of here.
Gotta go.
And it's so funny. All these scenes, how they're all put together. It's so weird. And I think I filmed the scene pretty much last and then, put it in. No, and this is the old card that I used to have. I don't have this card anymore.
Otaku one.
Yeah, we used to call it that. We went on many adventures looking for games and anime movies back in the day in this car. And
this car, we used to go on trips to Richmond and buy anime soundtracks and games and such.
Yeah.
All of our little merch and figures and everything. And then you had a CD player that you could plug a tape into the tape deck way back.
Oh, God.
And we'd listen to your new soundtracks on the drive back.
Yeah. Oh, Robot Bling, he did all the openings for this. I had fun putting the movie together, but it was so long.
Brian Milne.
Yeah, Brian Milne.
The unsung hero of the of being the bad guy.
Yeah, when we see him, we'll definitely talk into all of that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm knocking stuff over. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
I need to sit on my actual butt here.
We're sitting in the same place doing this commentary that we do the show at. So.
Yeah. Oh man, DJ.
DJ, what a great guy.
So much time. So many people, like everyone that worked on this, volunteered time.
Yeah.
And all came together. That's why it was such a collaboration. There were so many people. All gave time to make this a reality.
Yeah, they just wanted to see, and the thing is, we knew it wasn't going to be like a big budget movie. We knew it wasn't going to have anything like that.
I love that you went to drive to Game Deals for the movie.
Yeah.
But it's actually just downstairs from your apartment.
Yeah, it's just downstairs, absolutely. But
Hollywood magic.
I wanted to make it more of an epic journey where I'm getting ready and I'm going type of thing and all this, and then boom, I shut the door. And I always like this dialogue you guys had here.
This was completely ad-lib, by the way.
Yeah.
This was completely off the cuff.
Yeah.
But it is very much a conversation that I'm sure we've had for real in the past.
I know, I always thought you can't compare Mega Man to Ocarina of Time. Like, it doesn't make any sense to do that.
Well, it's Mega Man to the Zelda series head to head.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're such different beasts, but it was fun to do.
And if anybody looks back there, you can see a picture of Gamester in the back, and then there's me and Rob on the Hanzo poster. Yeah. And we actually gave that poster to Brian when the store was open for 4 years. Yeah. And all that, we signed it all and all that kind of stuff, just to make it personal and all that. And then... this is where I first bump into Brian Milne, and Brian Milne is just, he's so good.
He created the best villain.
Yeah.
Like the best, well, not exactly villain. Troll character.
And he represents trolls on YouTube, the kind of nutty people that, if you actually met them, they'd never be as weird as this. But if they could take on a form, it would be Giannis.
And this scene is actually... based, I don't know if you did it subconsciously or not, on I had asked Brian there to hold Ikaruga if he ever got one in the store. Yeah. And then I went in there and you were buying it. And I walked in and I actually said to Brian, I asked you to put it on hold if one ever came in. And John said, well, I've already bought it. And he put his money on the counter right there and says, yeah, well, I've already bought it. Too bad, buddy. You didn't quite do this. So I loved this.
Yeah.
Runs across.
Some great stuff in the outtakes.
Goes the other way.
Some great stuff in the outtakes of other guys running through. But we actually redid this scene with me and you and saying, hey, we need to get out of here. You're like, what a dipshit. And then we go. But you're like, hey, let's go talk. And we redid this bit a bunch of times. I redid it because I didn't like it. It was just too goofy. Yeah. And then we filmed it at 2 parks to do all this.
Yeah, we had to film this twice. And what's interesting to a lot of people is I really did move.
Yeah.
During the filming of this movie, I did buy a house, and my family moved away from New West out to a place called Langley that's about a 20-minute drive away.
Yeah.
So we are no longer right next door.
And it was hard for us to do the show. You had your 2 kids.
Yeah.
As you said in here, full-time job and all this.
A wife, 2 kids, and the friggin' move.
Yeah.
And...
So this is actually a little bit real, and I really enjoy that this bit is kind of real to our lives and all of that. It's mimicking it. And in a way, I always wanted the movie to be like a documentary-esque thing, and that's why I shot it with the same camera we did for the show. I wanted it to have that same feeling type of thing, and that's why I didn't have the, like a red camera you could get or an amazing camera. I wanted it just to look kind of documentary-ish and kind of off the cuff, and I like it. I'm happy with it. I really am how it turned out.
I like that we chose this setting for the final version of this scene because that park is great and it's right nearby again, but it's a beautiful park. And
the reason why we had to redo it is because the microphone again was faulty. We filmed a lot of the film with this faulty microphone. We didn't realize it was faulty until we started having to do this stuff. This took a long time to film. Yes, this just sounds stupid. It did.
Well,
all the setups.
And that conversation changed from the first time. See you next time, dishes.
Oh, yeah. I ad-libbed that. But, I'm like, I had to say something to get out of it.
We changed a bunch of the dialogue between the first time and the next time that we did that previous scene. Yeah. Because at first it was just about not being able to do the show anymore. But then all of those changes over the years.
And we incorporated that, which was cool.
We incorporated, yeah. That was amazing.
I filmed all of this by myself. Actually, no, Kim helped with all this. What am I talking about? Yeah. Kim helped with all this. I liked it. I thought this bit turned out really cool, actually.
Yeah, I really like this.
It just feels really real. You know, where I get a tape from somebody and I'm like, oh, maybe I should watch it. And this is kind of where the the adventure begins. I wanted it to be a bit of an adventure movie where we're going to quest.
Yeah.
You know, like an 80s movie. I really wanted it to be somewhat of an 80s movie. You know, type of thing.
No, it's perfect.
See all my Avatar toys up there. That's funny. Yeah, it's
The
funny.
Stacko consoles.
Yeah, this looks a lot nicer now. I've totally organized this place.
But this is perfect for like a full-on gamer layer.
And we really wanted to do this movie. We wanted a movie that, you know, we could look back on in time. And we had fun making it, but fuck, it was a nightmare.
Oh, God.
Because look at this. Look at the amount of cuts and cuts and cuts and edits and edits. Just for like a little scene like this. This is like... People don't do this on YouTube, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, to actually go out, like, they'll do little skits. Yeah. But this just got out of hand.
Well, that's the thing. The tale grew in the telling, as the saying goes.
Yeah.
And, I mean, of course, as the number of subscribers kept going up, the pressure to make this better grew because the expectation grew. And the amount of time, as it took longer, people expected more.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it just kept growing.
And for anybody who wants to know, this is actually Philip. He's actually the guy who cuts my hair. I get a haircut with him every like 2 or 3 weeks, and then when I was like, hey, and he's an older guy, and but he's an engineer. Like, he had that look of an engineer, an older engineer. I'm like, hey, would you want to be in my movie? That's how I did things. And actually, when I get my haircut, that's how I'll talk about somebody later on.
You made me audition for it, you bastard.
Get out
Just
of here.
kidding.
Get the hell out of here. But he was so good, and I filmed this was all with a faulty microphone again. Unfortunately, I had to clean up the audio because I couldn't get him again.
Yeah.
The same way. And he filmed an hour's worth of dialogue. He kept fucking up relics. He kept calling it the relic system. So he did all this great dialogue and go, yeah, for the relic system. I'm like, oh shit. So I wish the audio was a little better for here. Couldn't quite clean it up as much as I wanted to, but we did the best we could. Actually, I think I got Jason Heine cleaned all that up. Oh, I love this.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Yeah, we got the smoke machine. The smoke machine was off there. Look at it. Yeah, I added smoke there. That's fake smoke there. But yeah. And this is cool. This is one of the bits of the movie that I like. I say this is my old phone. I went through 2 phones too. You know, but when I phone you up, and we redid that bit too. Where you were walking down the stairs.
Oh, that's right. We had to go back to that same
and redo that. Yeah, we had so many.
Because watch the phone. There's the blue case.
Oh yeah,
that's the new phone.
Yeah, the yellow one.
I had the black and yellow before.
Yeah.
In continuity, people.
It's too
Start
funny.
logging it on the internet. These guys make horrible movies.
Yeah, it's fine.
And his pocket's inside out. What a loser.
Yeah. But we had a lot of fun. I loved putting it together when it was filmed, but I just remember I had a book of all the scenes I had to film.
Oh, God.
And I was like, I kept crossing them off every day. I had like 160 things I had to cross off. And I was like, oh, we got another 2 done today. I was like, shit.
I remember when
this
it was
is
like
the first
4.
stuff we filmed. And I love Pippo Novello's music from Italy, did the music here. And he did the original opening for the show. And me and DJ, this is when I met DJ, and he came out and we would film this. And we had a really good time. And I remember being really excited when we started filming this. I'm like, yeah, we're doing it. It's happening. And in that old building, which was an insane asylum.
Oh, is that up at Riverview?
Yeah.
Oh, you filmed this up there?
Yeah,
okay.
This was an insane asylum back in the day.
Yeah, it was.
And what's great is this building no longer exists. We filmed this, and a couple months later they tore it down.
Oh, wow.
So I'd be driving home every day from work, and I'd see this building. I'm like, that's the Relics building. That's where we got to film, and all of that kinds of stuff. And so we were able to get this, and it just fit perfectly. It was in the middle of New Westminster where we live, and it was perfect. And then. It's sort of funny, I never wanted to be an actor, but so I had to do all these acting things in this movie. It was really funny, but we had a little bit of fun. And see, Game Deals has changed a bit there. That changed.
And there's DJ right there.
There's DJ. We got him in and
stealing a game.
Stealing NHL, and then here's Ray.
Ray, who used to work there.
He used to work at Game Deals.
And
boom.
He actually took a header off the door there.
Oh, dude, yeah.
That's one.
Yeah.
And 2, I laughed the first time I saw that scene because John intended for that to look like blood coming out of his back, but I thought it looked like it came out of his ass.
Everybody thought
and I was laughing so hard the first time we saw it. I love that he's just casually dragging a dead body back into the store.
Yeah, and this seems so realistic with Brian here in a way. He's just like, sometimes Brian's just looking for shit. If you notice, like, in a second here, he actually pulls some stuff out and just lets it fall on the floor. He just doesn't give a fuck.
And this is things that we have seen when we're looking for stuff in the store.
Yeah.
It's happened.
He's got so much stuff in that back room. And it's so funny because he just gives me this machine. And so many people online said, why would he just give you this thing?
Yeah, here you go.
Here's what he just pulls. She didn't care. Whatever that is. I think Earthbound's in there or something. Yeah. And he's like, oh, here. And then I'm like, hey, how much do you want for it? He's like, oh, you can just have it. And you have to understand, that's something that Brian would kind of do.
Oh, he has
I don't
done.
want it. I don't care.
He's done that for me a ton of times.
But he's like, why would he give you such a rare system? It's like, I think it's only rare for people who care about it.
Yeah.
You know, nobody... Yeah.
Because a lot of the older generation stuff, like Ataris and some of the older ones, a lot of people don't. Because
this is a dead system that nobody cared about.
Well, I've actually got one of the games for it. You want it? Oh, thanks.
I'll take it. And this is great. I love the cut. So who's walking out to... There's Brian. I love it. He's so good.
He was so wonderfully creepy in this role.
And we actually did this a bunch of times. We did a bunch of dress rehearsals on it. We actually went down there and just did the dialogue, and then we went back down there and actually did the scene. So we were really rehearsed for this. We were really ready to go, and it edited together flawlessly. And we only had one camera, so we filmed it from this angle and then from the other angle, type of thing. So, and then he's such a good actor. He's such a good actor. He's so natural. And I'm somebody, and that's something I want to say in this movie, is that Brian is such a great actor here.
Yes.
And you're such a great actor. And I find myself, I'm just trying to act like myself. I'm just trying to be me because I'm not an actor. I don't aspire to be one. But I really enjoyed watching you guys in the movie. And it kind of brought my level up a little bit. It made me have to kind of try to act, try to be a little bit better than what I was. And I don't like acting. I don't enjoy it. But at the end of the movie, I enjoyed it a bit more. At the end, I felt much more comfortable. Yeah.
I love getting the chance to get in front of a camera and be a fool because it's just fun.
Yeah, you're good at it though. I don't know where you got it from. Where you got your just like hey, no problem.
Because I've just never really cared what anyone thought.
Yeah, because I don't care what people think when I'm acting, but I'm so conscious of my internal. How am I acting? How am I looking? Am I doing this right? It's not about what other people think about. You know.
Cleaning up all the blood, just very casual.
He's like, see ya, Johnny. It reminded me of one of those old, 1940s, 60s.
Yeah, next time you come by, I'll shine your shoes.
Yeah.
And the old phone again.
Yeah. Actually, the old phone,
New phone. We're going to play a game of old phone, new phone. For those of you...
Look at that. Okay, nobody ever noticed this Dogma MET2. Nobody, did you notice that?
No, what was that for?
That's actually from Sega Gaga. It's actually the company, Dogma, the evil company.
Oh my god.
So if anybody wants to know, this is supposed to be the evil company Dogma. For anybody who caught it, nobody caught it. It's such an unreal thing. And this is all filmed in the same room. It's actually in my living room here. Because I didn't have an office. I didn't have any place for these guys to do it.
And for each shot, that's facing the same way with the camera. It's just you turned the table around so the guy was sitting on the other side and the other side, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could have done this scene better and have a bit more dynamics, but everybody loves this scene.
I love this song.
Yeah.
He made this up on the spot.
Yeah, and then I sent it to Heine. Heine did this amazingly.
And my favorite part? Yeah. At the end is my favorite
Well, it's because of Heine made the echo on the end. It was really excellent. And we went over. Were you there this day?
No. You guys kept telling me about it, but I wasn't there. Because if I had been, I would have been just pissed myself.
We filmed probably around 5 or 6 episodes of the Power Game Player. To varying degrees. I kept this one. This was the one I wanted in the movie because he's talking about Mega Man. And he's kind of calling you out and stuff like that. And but yeah, I fuck up the video. I do weird things to it. I want to make it interesting and not boring. And then it's a weird thing. But we were dying. We all had to leave the room at one time because he did this review for Double Dragon, the movie.
Oh no!
And it was so funny that one guy started laughing hysterically. I'm like, okay, you get out of the room. And the next guy was laughing hysterically. I'm like, okay, you get out of the room. And then all of a sudden, I'm laughing hysterically. I'm kicking myself out of the room. So it was just a camera and him. And I came back later on. And yeah.
Oh, man. I loved this. And just as, Rob Man will back me up on this. This was creepy and fucked up.
I wanted to show that Mr. Fufu is almost... There's something with it. But what was it?
And was that audio clip from the Art Bell radio show or something?
It was from some like astronaut talking. I grabbed it online somewhere.
Look into the night sky.
Yeah, I know, it is to be surreal and weird, you know? It's surreal, yeah. That's just a lot of fun, and this is all in Brian's room.
This is his actual
yeah.
room,
There's nothing we had to put together. Everybody had these.
And he's slowly losing it more and more.
Nuts, and that's why I make it all go fucked up here in the video. Like the video was fucking up with him, and I love it. He goes, and next week we're gonna review Wii Sports. I thought that was so funny. And then Kim's little role there, Chung Li. I just wanted to flavor the movie up, so we're not just walking somewhere and it's boring. I wanted little things in,
just little nods to the gaming community.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Yeah. And I kind of lot out, and we had to redo this scene. Like, isn't that funny? We redid
so
everything.
many with messed up audio.
Yeah, and the zombies are back, and
a lot of people have said that they really liked my reactions in this.
Yeah, you were great.
I was just
fantastic. You were so scared, and I'm just
dude.
Who cares?
Dude, they're zombies.
Yeah, I know.
I love how you say they're hippies.
No, they're
smoke
hippies.
A lot of pot.
Well, that's always the thing is that I think they're hippies. I'm actually so like I've been living next to them for years. They just smoke a lot of pot. I'm kind of taking a bit of a shot at pot for smoking it. I guess I am.
Oh, and then
I'm not meaning to, but okay. Hey, how's the girlfriend in? This scared a lot of people. The girlfriend, boom. It was like whoa. And I had to reverse the angle. There were some things that we shot wrong, but I had to make that work. I reversed things
exactly.
on there.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird, I know, for sure. This was okay. I'm not saying that, we say this every time, we had to redo this. But I think it turned out a lot better and all that.
And you created this fake web page, but you created it as an art document, whatever, on the computer.
Yeah.
And so you had to bring it up but make it look like we were on the internet, and I can't remember how you pulled that off.
I can't. I can't remember as well.
But
actually, the picture of Philip there. This is the guy again who cut my hair. I asked him to be in the movie. He had a picture of him in the '80s, and I'm like, "Can I borrow this photo?" He's like, "Yeah." And I scanned it, and then I put him in.
You photoshopped him into the picture. That's fantastic.
Put him in the picture. Yeah.
I wondered how you'd pulled that off because I didn't think he'd actually done computer work.
And Philip's really weird. He doesn't have a lot of photos of himself, but he had one photo of the '80s. Isn't that weird?
That was. Just...
And I like your reaction here. It's just like, I like this. Until next time, bitch. And I like this is kind of a little intimate moment. We cut back, and I look at the background there. I really enjoyed it. I wish I had a camera with a nice depth of field on it. For that, I would have made that a lot better. But I think, to be honest with you, like Brian really made this scene work too. He's so good. Look at him. He's all internal. He's just sitting there with Mr. Fufu. And I love the close-up of Mr. Fufu there. Yeah, when I was editing it, I was so scared. When I was filming it, I should say, when I hadn't edited it together, I'm like, hopefully this works. It's not a jumbled mess of things and stuff.
I knew it was going to turn out being
No, but like, what if, the honestest bit when I cut to this wouldn't work, but people understood what it was all about. It all made sense. I was glad it made sense. That's all I cared about in the end of the day. I'm like, it works, it made sense. That's all. It made people understood what was happening. They were like, what the fuck is this movie about? That's what I was biggest concern about. As the cops come for me right now, the sort of sirens outside.
Well, we do live in the classiest neighborhood in the world.
Get the fuck out of here.
I love the fact that the bear's dressed like you when you first started doing
reviews.
there's
the bandana.
The bandana and the Happy Console
Gamer
Gamer
We went searching for the bear, and we went into this one store, and I saw it, and I'm like, this is Mr. Fufu. I knew as soon as I saw it. I said, Kim, what do you think? She's like, yeah. Oh, this is... The reason why I had him, we didn't do his makeup. Kim was doing a photo shoot for some friends of hers or whatever, and they wanted a zombie in it. So the zombie was already done, so he came back to the apartment. I'm like, hey, can I get you for 2 minutes? And he came to the downstairs, and we got that shot. And I didn't intend it to be before the Gamester bit.
And yes, and now this is when we first met Gamester. We didn't know him as well as we do now.
Well, this is the second time he came up. Remember the first time? This is the second time we met him.
Yeah, and we actually used a mixture of, I think, ketchup, hot sauce, and salsa to make the gore bits dribbling off the front of his pants.
And I love how he's like shaking. It's so creepy.
Oh, and he's
like, look. I'm like, what?
And anyone who's met Gamester in person knows he's a bear of a man. Yeah. He's a large guy.
Yeah.
And then this is our friend Brian.
Yeah.
And he's like the juxtaposition because he's a smaller guy, and then Gamester's huge.
Yeah.
But the you know, kind of the...
I didn't know what we were going to do because I got Brian out only for one night.
Yeah.
Sorry, this guy's Mr. Brian Danger here.
Yes.
And we all got him for one night, so I didn't quite know how I was going to do it, so I just shot a lot. I'm like, I'll put this together and make it work.
And we didn't expect it to come out as creepy as it did, but he did that makeup so well.
Yeah.
And he played this so well. He was awesome.
He was really into it. Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah, I didn't know quite what to do, so I knew I was going to speed all this up and make it all fucked up and all of that, but
this makeup is what made it, though.
Yeah, his makeup. He did his own makeup,
and it was awesome. He's a big time horror movie fan, just like me.
Yeah,
and he really did the makeup up wonderfully.
Yeah, he acted the part really good. Boom.
Yeah, he did.
I felt so bad having to have his, because I like Brian. It's like I felt so bad having to like manhandle him and be mean to him, but he was like a good sport. When he was talking here, I was holding him, and he was like actually scaring me because he was so into like with the companies, and I was like, and I say I'm not an actor, so I'm like,
Oh, he's fantastic.
He was great. I'd love to get him in something else. He's so good.
Oh man,
yeah, he really made that spit come together and all of that. But yeah, this is.
As an aside, he also does some really awesome artwork. He does like comic books. His drawings of zombies and stuff like that are really good. Yeah, he's got fantastic artwork. It's really good.
I always feel so bad. I'm like, get out of here.
And of course, his outfit there inspired by the hunters from Left 4 Dead.
Yeah,
awesome stuff.
Yeah, I think a lot of people got that too when they saw it. And I think they understood that we're like fans, you know.
This was amazing.
Can I say something about this?
Yes.
This case, somebody was throwing it out in my underground parking lot. I saw the case. I'm like, this is it, and I grabbed it. And I must say, the inside of this case was so disgusting.
It was disgusting.
It was like mothballs.
And death.
Oh, like death. Yeah. And we grabbed it for one scene. We got you.
And it sat here for how long waiting to do the scene?
No, it was we had it only for one day. I called you up and you finally came up.
Oh, okay.
And then I put it back where I got it and they fucking got rid of it.
Get it out of here.
Get the fucking out of here.
Yeah, you made that Fox Hunter logo to tape on the top.
I made it pink and reversed it.
Because it was supposed to be like Foxhound, but you know, we couldn't be that blatant and use a trademark name.
So here's me this made me so nervous. Walking around a graveyard at night with a shovel? You know, I had the truck. I just want to get the truck and I was shining it on the graveyard because I had no external light, and this is just freaking me out, man. I remember saying, oh my god, this scared me.
Understand, there was no budget, there were no filming permits, there was nothing like that. This was guerrilla filmmaking.
Totally.
Absolutely.
But here I'm looking at the graves, I'm like, and I start to dig and I go, watch this, dig. Now here I'm in another park. I'm not digging at a fucking gravesite. I wouldn't do that. So we went down to, remember there's a graveyard, and then we went down to Queen's Park. Well, I went to Queen's Park, and this is where I started just digging in some dirt. And a
lot of it was miming. You weren't digging as much.
Yeah, but there was nothing underneath. I was digging dirt, and then I pretended to hit something here. And then I'm like, and here, it's all look at foolery. Watch, out of the darknast.
And you pulled out the box. That was excellently well done.
Yeah,
I loved that.
The lighting here was very good. Me and DJ sat up in the middle of the night doing this. Everything got cast. I pull out this. I can see it's to Johnny. Perfect. This was very hard. This is very tough to do.
Tears of Neptune.
Yeah. Another great Hanzo box art. Shit.
Between Hanzo's box art and
Dave.
Dave's game footage,
wonderful.
it made these so awesome.
This is so silly.
Oh, the parkade. Now
I had to we shot so much in the parkade that I had to make a joke about it. I started making a joke about, man, all this
Halloween episode.
All this shit happens to me in the parkade.
That was like the third Halloween episode. Was it or was that the second one?
Second one.
That was the second one.
You did Jason. That was not Jason, but from the guy from Splatterhouse.
Splatterhouse. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
and there's Charge Back Forward, Big Mike and Terrence.
Who'd come into town for one weekend, and I'm like,
that's their personalities shining right through this shot. I mean, this is the way that they talk. I mean, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I love it 100%. And they were leaving on a plane in like 15 minutes, and we got this. We had 15 minutes with them. We shot all this, and I'm just rolling with them. This stuff I did later with Brian Mill. And we edited it in. I like the shaky, the light kind of flickering.
Light,
I just made it weird and surreal. Terrence and Big Mike, you're right. Their personalities shine so well in this. It's so funny. It's so funny.
Oh, Terrence is an awesome guy. Hanging out with him at PAX, we had a really good time.
And meeting really Mike when he came out, and they hung out for the weekend. I lost my voice, actually.
You're listening to your music. You don't even notice the two guys crumple on the ground.
Yeah. And that's the thing. This guy was supposed to be. He was a sound guy. He was supposed to fight me using sound as a weapon.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much I kind of got that across. I don't know if I did. It looked like he's just shooting shockwaves, and that's why I can fight him at first, is because I got the earphones in. I don't hear it. See, a lot of people miss that. I didn't. I don't know if I did it well. The original idea is he was supposed to have 2 speakers on his shoulders. He was going to be known as, well, he's known as the sound guy and the speaker. That was his thing and all that. And yeah, we did all this fight sequence. Oh, it was just so crazy.
I love that you're like punching and punching and punching. You're starting to get tired.
Yeah.
And he just comes back. And once again, this is the incredible Mr. Brian Milne.
Yeah, he's a martial artist. He's a martial artist. Oh yeah, so guy who played Giannis is also the ninja.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, this took a long time.
You guys got the crap beat right out of you doing this.
No, but I'll show you where. Like, I was so bruised. I mean, I couldn't walk the next day. Look, that's real concrete. I just kept jumping on the concrete over and over. And then I kick it out of his hand, and then he grabs me, he throws me. Look.
And that was real.
Yeah.
There was a mat to kind of fall on.
There's a mat to fall on, but he threw me in. Oh, well, I jumped into that, and watch this. He
jumped off that wall.
There.
Smashed
we kept running into these posts over and over.
Oh,
the next day, my arms were all bruised. My legs were all bruised, and I couldn't walk. It was like, man, yeah, this is tough.
And that shot right there,
yeah.
That's such a beautiful shot.
But I put it in my pocket. Yeah, and here, okay, we'll cut to this. Yeah.
Who knew that this line
it would be so classic.
was going to become the meme of the movie? Mm-hmm. Not going to forget the groceries.
What's great is that, long story short, years ago, Rob was over here, and he's getting texts from his wife and saying, hey, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? When are you coming back? And then he's like, I'm coming soon. And then all of a sudden, she sends this message, and he says, don't forget the groceries. Dun, dun, dun.
We had to refilm this so many times because he was fantastic. Okay. The muttering and swearing he made coming up the stairs, I couldn't keep a straight face.
Okay, this is another guy who came in to get his hair cut, and he's an actor. He's an older actor, and I got to know him. His name is Scott, and I'm like, oh, he's like, I said, oh, I'm making this movie. He's like, oh, I'd love to be in it. I'm like, dude, can you play an old man? And he's not an old man.
He's not.
But we went down to this costume place he frequents because he's a big theater actor, and he picked out his outfit. And he came over and said, what do you think? And I'm like, oh my God, yes. And he was fucking...
He was amazing.
Like, we're like, as I say, Rob and Brian are good actors, but this guy...
He was fantastic.
He was good. And I really want to get him in something in the future. I don't know what, anything. Because he's that good. Fucking kids. He just made this come alive. This was the hardest thing because I'm like, who's going to play the fucking old man?
I know, we had no idea. Yeah. And he was perfect.
Yeah, I was happy with that. And I really enjoyed filming this.
The night sneaking mission. Yeah. This was actually at Brian's house.
Yeah. And
shading my eyes in the darkness to make sure I don't get blinded.
What I liked, because I wrote all this out. This was your scene. I wanted you to have an amazing scene, and I wrote it all out. You know, you kind of come up in snake gear, and to start filming and seeing it, I was like, oh shit, this shit just got real.
And I put this costume together actually for a video games live concert, so I could cosplay as Naked Snake, and I ended up. And I love this. You get the.
Yeah.
Because, of course, you're going to be able to just walk in the door.
I made this scene a little bit longer about you trying to find it, but I enjoyed the miming of looking for the key. I don't know, I was enjoying cutting it, too, and I was just like, I'm playing it out.
I mean, I'm being so goddamn stealthy, standing under the light on the front doorstep, looking through the friggin' bushes with a gun.
Now, here's the thing about this, what's funny about the gun. What was it supposed to be, a pellet gun, maybe? Or, like, because, I don't know. We're just like, I kind of thought that, like the old man says to you, he's like, oh, off on another one of your adventures. It's like you kind of a playful guy that you go and have fun, and you do this weird stuff.
And I actually, it is a plastic cap gun. Yeah. And I ended up using a hacksaw to cut a small slice in the side of it and clipping that flashlight to the side so it would look like one of those guns with a light attached.
Yeah, I liked it.
And I think it worked
out
well.
Oh yeah, and then here's your success. And here's where it becomes... It becomes more actually Resident Evil in a way. I really wanted... eeriness. I wanted an eeriness to it, and I wanted a first-person shooter in it. Actually, Baruti was over when we were doing all this too.
Was he for this scene?
Early in the movie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's actually where I met
that gear is warm to where
Oh, you were sweating like a
I was
motherfucker.
sweating like a pig.
Yeah.
And there were points when the knife had to be reattached using electrical tape, and Brian Milne's helping me with it. And like the strapping on the parachute harness. And that
Yeah.
is a genuine military parachute harness. The strapping, he's squeezing it, and that stuff isn't very absorbent, but it's just oozing sweat water.
Yeah.
Right through all the clothes, through the strapping. It was horrible.
This is one time where I enjoyed it because I could set up the lights where I wanted. I wasn't directing me; I was just directing somebody else. And that's one thing I like. I like doing just the directing. I don't like being in it, but I loved doing this and having you shine a light. And there's actually a bit longer. You actually ran into a parrot. They have a parrot there.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of a weird scene with this parrot that you have, but it just didn't work, and I got rid of it. It was about more. I need the sneak mission more.
I love doing this scene. I enjoyed it so much.
Did you ever see this? Fucking what's his name? Fucking it's on the wall there.
Was
Stan Lee.
Yeah, there's a photo of Stan Lee framed on the wall, and the teddy bear shows up. That was a crucial timing shot.
Yeah.
We did that a million times because someone was standing just off camera, and just boom, put the bear down during an active shot. There's no cut there.
Yeah. No, I know.
I was
Yeah,
amazing.
somebody actually grabbed it, put it on, and you go back, it's there. Yeah, you can't. And look, I really enjoyed all the sound effects I put in here and the lighting. I had to show you, but not show you. It was very difficult. I'm not a lighting expert by any means, certainly not. And I didn't have that much equipment, way of lights. I had some big lights, and I just had to position them the right way. And I wanted just to show you going up into darkness and to,
It was just. This was such an awesome.
I enjoyed
it was so
this.
much fun.
When we see this, like this
And
is fun.
One of the points at which Greg also got more involved. He came over and chatted with you a lot while you were.
Greg
filming.
is Brian Milne's brother.
Yeah.
And I was looking for the big bad guy who runs the corporation, and he's like, "Hey, why do you use my brother?" And I was like, "Oh," and I didn't know anything really about him too much.
Here we are.
But he came in. It was awesome. I met him that night. Yeah.
Giannis is there.
This is fun. Look at this. How fun this is. I like this.
It's great sneaking into someone's collection.
Yeah.
And as collectors, we know this is the ultimate cardinal sin.
Yeah.
But sneaking into someone else's collection
I
and
know,
stealing
you're
it.
such a badass.
Because he's such a troll, it makes it moderately not. No, it's not okay. It's not okay at all.
Yeah.
But I did it because you told me to get the other game, and I knew where it was going to be.
Yeah.
And this was. I love the fact that I'm caught here and I have a friggin' gun.
Yeah,
And my first reaction is, "Oh shit, run away!"
Well, you don't want to be caught. You don't want to be seen, right? You don't want to be seen. I like Brian Milne here. You get to know more about Giannis's character. I gotta say, Giannis's name is actually Sony backwards. I don't know if
Yeah,
anybody
it was
knows
supposed to
that.
be Giannis Ages because it was supposed to be Sony Sega backwards.
Yeah, so Sega. This guy, he's so funny. I love his line. He's like, "I thought I wasn't supposed to be home alone." Yeah, and this is great. Watch, boom, and then boom.
Oh!
I like that. I liked it that there was
That friggin' bear, man.
yeah, there was something more going on with Mr. Fufu.
Mr. Fufu is creepy.
Yeah, he's a bear, but there's something weird about him.
Oh, he's
and this,
fucking creepy.
I enjoyed how this edited together. You're in. This is very hard to edit, actually. You flick on the light. There's this. He looks up. We do the other cut. We get the idea. I was really happy about that.
And then he stops and goes.
He has that moment to think about it. I like this. It edited well. This.
And then it comes.
He's walking. He's like,
Yeah.
bing. No.
No. This is Shia LaBeouf moment. No.
Yeah,
No.
that's exactly-
No.
And then also he comes in. He sees it's gone, and he does a good.
And he loses it.
Yeah. He's like, God damn it! And he starts jumping, and that's why I cut in with the foam. It just seems to kind of to work. And I put myself in front of this here just for the hell of it. It was originally supposed to be in front of a couch. Oh yeah. Go for
God. Now, okay, we did this. This part, we did it about 30 times, and every time was the middle of the night. It's like almost midnight. Yeah. We're in the parking lot of the IGA marketplace here. The managers are inside, watching from the side to make sure that I don't steal their cart. And I'm yelling as loud. And every time it's do it again, but you could be louder and more angry.
I want you to be loud.
Do it again, louder and more angry.
Yeah.
I want you to like echo off the building. I was afraid I was going to get arrested, but
Yeah.
and that final shot, I was screaming at the top of my lungs, just losing it.
Yeah. But it worked. And
I love this. You've managed to get 3 games, and I only got 1. And that was my idea.
just ad lib. You come in.
Yeah.
That's like who we are to each other.
That was totally ad libbed. I walked in, I did that, and you were like, "What?" And then we started laughing, and I did it again.
Yeah, it was perfect. And I like this. You have a flashback.
Did anything weird happen?
No.
No, everything was fine. Slightly haunted look.
Yeah. Hey, you got the games? Yeah, I got the games, man. And
check out what else I got.
I got a sweet gun.
I got the sweet gun.
Oh, cool. Can I touch him? No.
Hey, can I check it out?
Fuck no.
No. And that's very much like how you are.
No.
It's me, Mario.
So many people. So many people do that to each other. It's just been funny.
And now, this was, of course, how we were supposed to be trying to figure out what the secret was.
Yeah.
So, what do gamers do when you have a bunch of video games that hold a secret? You pull a cloak and dagger, you drink a bunch of caffeinated beverages, and you play games all fucking night.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here we go, boys.
Yeah, it's so funny how long this took to make, but when you look at all these scenes, you can kind of get it.
Did you keep any of the scenes where we were cracking the energy drinks and pounding them?
No, because the audio was bad. It was unfortunate.
That's right. Because, yeah, we did actually buy. I bought a couple of the Mega Man E-Tank drinks from Canada.
Yeah.
And we had a bunch of, like, Final Fantasy energy drinks and a whole bunch of other stuff.
I still have a few of them, yeah.
And all this footage, once again, not a real game.
Yeah.
Made
by Dave Carter. Yeah. And look at that. Boom, the ruffian, the artwork by Hanzo, the game by Dave.
And these look like 80s era gaming.
Yeah, they look cool. Like a really cool Master System game or something. Yeah. I wanted it all to be about these games because I love the Master System, and I thought I wanted it to be Master System stuff. Look at this.
I love how brilliant this is.
Yeah, he made all this in a fucking PSP too. It's amazing.
That's insanity.
A PSP Desimon, I think it's called.
Yeah, it was the shooter maker.
Shooter maker, yeah. He made all this, and so I had to blow it up, so it's not high res. But fucking who cares?
It's an 80s game. It's not supposed to be high res.
Exactly.
Oh no, my CRT.
This took a long time to edit together. I couldn't get the feeling of it right, and then I finally. God, yeah, the trials and tribulations of this thing.
And we were supposed to be like, we're getting tired. We've been playing for hours. We've almost finished all 4 games. And then, of course, all the teaser posters that came out early showing future...
Me and
you in those outfits that everyone's like, what the hell is that?
What is this? Yeah, nobody got it.
And that's great, because it was supposed to do that. It was supposed to get people talking.
Yeah. And hey, can I say that shirt cost me $40 fucking, okay? I went into...
You had another shirt first.
And I did not like it.
There was a Bratz shirt, a pink little girl's Bratz shirt that he stretched onto himself. And it was horrible.
It was horrible. I had to redo it for the audio, though, but I decided to go down, and I saw this thing of the horse, and I said, okay, make me this shirt. And then I come back to pick it up. He's like, that'll be $40. I'm like, are you serious? Okay, fuck. I don't have a choice. So
this movie had a massive budget. $40 for a shirt. Jesus.
Well, it all adds up, man. It all adds up. Yeah, well, that's the original. But
yeah, your original one, you were being way more like mental and nuts.
Yeah.
I loved the concept of just climbing higher and higher up to heaven.
Dave did that. It's so cool that he did that. I said, yeah, but it's this pink horse that's flying from cloud to cloud to cloud, reaching towards God. It's just so weird. And then boom, this is tough to put together. Editing-wise, this is really hard.
Oh my God! Well,
me in the future. This is me. Yeah, a lot of people have said that there's a reason why I did this, but I wanted to highlight that I'm evil in the future, and I become super powerful and by becoming super negative because this show was so positive, pretty much.
Just to make it such a juxtaposition.
Yeah, and it was cool to be able to do this, and I came back in time to say, hey, you fucking idiot, you need to start reviewing games and and just hating on them all the time. That'll make you popular. That'll make you big. And
that'll make you into me.
Yeah, and everybody's like, oh, is this something to do with the angry video game nerd? And I guess it has parallels, but it wasn't my intention.
No, not at all.
Not at all. I wanted to create this cool evil me in the future. Yeah.
The total
downtown.
sort of
and I went downtown.
type thing.
I went downtown for that shot. There's a whole evening downtown just for that shot too. To get it, and all of a sudden I'm like, you got to come back. You got to,
And there was supposed to be the idea that I was going to be a freedom fighter from the future.
Yeah.
And you had the idea for the prison uniform.
Yeah.
I was working with a company, and there was a big bin full of giant PVC parts out back. I found these pieces, and I built this Buster myself, and it even has a light in it.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. My wife painted all the detail work on the circuits.
I love the detail of it.
We have photos somewhere that I think you put on Facebook at one point of me making it. It took a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it was the perfect complement to the outfit, the Rob Man Buster.
Yeah. And I love it. We're having a 3-way argument. There's me. It's just hard to edit.
It's you and me.
And you came and redid this. Thank God you did. You did such a good job. Thank God.
Oh.
Yeah. What happened? And I had to redo my bit too. But yeah, it's very cool. It edited together. It worked. And then also then you. And that was Baruti.
Oh, and that
was Baruti here wearing the white one.
That's right. Yeah. Because he also had the shaved head.
Yeah.
And then there's me, and then there's him, and then there's... and then we ended up having a 4-way argument, and then game over.
Yeah.
Oh, that was insane.
I liked how that edited. I enjoyed this.
It worked out well.
Well, it's cool
great.
because like when you write something and then all of a sudden you see it come together, you're like, it's very fulfilling.
And especially when it involves doubles of the same person.
Yeah, and it's us. You know,
Yeah.
we're not directing a movie for other people. We're directing a movie for ourselves. It's all about me and you.
That was the biggest thing. We made this for ourselves, but the fact that other people have enjoyed it is just awesome.
It's really cool.
It was hard to figure out how we were going to have this happen.
This was hard. You did a good job.
And
yeah.
I remember the rant. I had to ad-lib all of this too, and I just snapped off.
Yeah.
And again, sort of drawing from real reactions that I would have.
Yeah.
And I just bam, 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 threw them on the floor.
You go here. I had to cut to you. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm so tired.
I remember that. It makes me yawn. It makes me yawn.
Oh,
Oh, you're a bastard. I'm yawning.
oh, I got you. Being old sucks.
Yeah. And this is such a crazy idea that the answer was on the back of the boxes the whole time.
Yeah,
and I never could get it right because I gave it to Dave and it was supposed to really be a real map. And I did this through editing. I made it kind of work. But it didn't line up the way I wanted it to. And Dave did all the back. And Dave did a good job, but it didn't, I don't know. In my mind, it was something different.
But it worked.
It worked. It worked through editing. It worked through trickery of editing.
And now you're looking at my crotch. Yeah. And now you're looking at our crotches.
Oh, too funny. And yeah, this is like so much shit. Also, like, oh my god, no, we gotta go, meet the creator of the game and all this. He needs our help. And I should have taken more time to tell it, but it's like, fuck it. You know, we're doing this movie for free and it's just for fun. I like how it cut there.
Yeah.
You know, I like to pull up.
Looks like we got a couple of stops to make on the way because
Yeah.
we knew where we needed to go.
And here's a big note about this car. I was selling it the next day. This is the last shot we got with it.
That's right, and you did sell it.
You had to come, and it was really hard to get you for that shot.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, and then Philip in his backyard here. I had this bloody lab coat from another film I did like years before I started the Happy Cons Gamer Show, and I was able to use it, and then I added a bit of blood onto him. And
it was perfect.
Yeah, this is all editing. There was a lot more dialogue, and I cut it to, it was really tough to edit, but I kind of made it work. And game deals, I love this. I actually liked how it edited together. I wouldn't know. I was trying to say before, I wish I had a bit more time to flush out scenes and make them last a bit longer and have more explanation, but I didn't have the time. There was no time or money, especially
as a in your spare time film made for the fun of it goes.
Yeah.
It came out really well. Yeah. I'm really impressed with it.
Yeah, I'm happy. It's something I'll look back on. As we said, we wanted to make something we could look back on in the years to come. And this is good.
I remember
your reaction here is good. We're supposed to find dead bodies and make it like we're really reacting. That's hard. I found that hard.
Well, and I had to think about seeing a bunch of my friends dead.
Yeah.
And it really was...
you were good. Well, I think I cut to... I come over here. I cut down. And I'm more of the... assessing how bad the situation. I know it's bad. I'm almost speechless. And I just look back. We don't even need to say anything. All I say is, we need to get the hell out of here. And it worked. And I love this bit. He's just casually walking up. And then all of a sudden, this guy's in front. Boom. And then all of a sudden, action. And I like this. I love editing that together, the bullet shots.
That was awesome.
It worked. And then
this
is all down the street. But because And I gotta
this shot.
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
it's hilarious. I love Brian, but this is real. Watch this.
Yes, he actually tore off and smoked the tires around the corner.
Yeah, actually, I added a more smoke effect to it. But this was good. This.
When you said you wanted to do a car chase scene, this was insane. And then he. So Pee Wee Herman of this.
I rented that bike for the day.
Oh, yeah. That was so Pee Wee Herman.
But yeah, I know, oh, you're gonna do a car chase scene? How are you gonna do this? Impossible. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just gonna film. I'm just gonna film it.
I'm just winging it. So what we had was a third car.
Yeah.
That was following us both ways.
Yeah.
And sort of weaving between the two vehicles through traffic.
Yeah.
Then we did a drive with someone in our back seat.
Yeah.
That would change sides and do shots of both of our faces.
Look at this.
See? And
I had to make it dynamic. Like, it's all through the editing.
And then there was also another bunch done with he's chasing us with his bike.
I like it.
Then there was another one that was done, a bunch of shots that were done in the back seat or the side seat of the Explorer.
Look at that. That's like a real. I was zooming in there.
That was awesome.
I was zooming in there. And then we just cut here, and I cut it into here. And I had to zoom in real, and then I just start panning back.
And we had to boot it because we were trying to get to the. And we were running.
And look at that. That's another shot that they got from the car. And I ended up throwing that in because it felt so documentary-ish. Yeah. I liked it. And then this, I'm zoomed right in. I had to because you can see the reflection of the camera.
Here's DJ in the green.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine, Corey, all in black.
Yeah.
And Corey is very tall. And there's Greg.
Greg for the first time.
Boss. Yeah. Well, the second time, the first time he was at the table.
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But this is like his introduction, like his real cool introduction.
And
collect the merchandise. That was his line. I love that.
And then Corey is like a super fit guy, so I mean, he took off running. Yeah. He moves.
Yeah.
And there's Giannis.
And Giannis, like in this scene, he has his hair. If you notice, it's all slicked back. I don't know why it changed. I don't know why
it was probably because he was growing his hair for a cosplay.
Yeah, he always does a lot of cosplay, so he's always changing his look.
His cosplay is insane.
Yeah. Look at all this shit we did. This is One Day in the Forest. This was nuts.
Yeah.
This was nuts. See, his hair's not slicked down there. This is so exciting. Yeah, I had to re-edit this together because
we did this shot about 1 million times.
This took a long time. I really wish somebody told me about the sun because I couldn't see my own self in the sun. But
it works because
it's real. It's whatever. Yeah, I know. And the only way I was able to make that scene work was to swear a lot. I couldn't make it work. So somebody said, I swear, like, I say fuck 7 times in there.
We had a scene with them chasing us that I'm so sad didn't make it in, it's us running full tilt towards the camera, jumping through a bunch of underbrush.
Yeah, and yours is...
And I am screaming like a little girl that's got her feet in boiling water.
And actually, the shot is in there. A bit of the shot is in there, but I removed your fucking voice. Because I'm like, because it made it sound like a bunch of panties. Little panties running away. I needed this to look like...
if a dude's chasing you with a gun, you're not going to scream. I would.
No, I did. I was like, I'm too concentrated in running. To scream.
And these two understanding,
yeah. And then, this is actually a watershed where we grew up.
This is literally... right across the street from where your house in your neighborhood was.
When we were growing up. And so we'd always come down, this is a big watershed. And we loved it, and I was like, this is going to be the place. And we were looking for the underground complex.
Once we arrived there, we were like, okay, how are we going to find the entrance? And I found this by accident. And I was like, perfect.
In retrospect, I wish we'd pulled it open to discover that it's just open for the public. But still, this worked, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that is from inside a warehouse.
Yeah.
That's a warehouse that we knew of, that we were able to borrow for the day.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Totally.
Because I do a lot of industrial rooftop work. So we were able to borrow a roof ladder and a roof hatch to film that and cut them together to make it look like...
We're actually climbing down into an underground complex.
Perfect.
Yeah. Sorry, Brian's all ad-libbed.
All of this is ad-libbed, and again, we had to redo so many of these because he had everyone in stitches.
Yeah.
Like, people would just keep laughing.
He was so funny.
You look like an anteater.
You look like, was it Snake Eyes? And this, I like the lighting here, it's good.
Yeah.
And we shot all this, and then the funny thing is, when we cut back, look at this. This is pretty good. It looks so epic.
It is fantastic.
But we're losing. Okay, for anybody, we're losing the sun in this scene, and we'll never get everybody back together like this again. It's not going to happen. And if you look in the background, there's a bicycle that rides by.
Is there?
Yeah, wait for it.
What? I don't remember that.
So, they're having this serious. There you go.
Oh God, I never noticed that.
There's a bicycle that goes by.
And I remember I helped come up with this where they were laughing, and then he just goes serious.
Yeah, it was good.
So I was like, I was like, okay, you guys should be laughing, like, this is really funny, and then you just get serious at him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's so nuts that he just was like, anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Such an awesome...
we were so losing the light there. The light was gone. I was like, oh my God, this is getting scary.
And here we are. Again, fortunate.
Photoshopped all that Zone 25 stuff on.
We were fortunate that we were able to borrow the warehouse for the day. Thank God. Because it made the perfect setting for this. We had to have it. We wanted it to feel kind of Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Yeah.
That scene at the end of the Raiders of the Lost Ark,
where he's putting the Ark of the Covenant away, and there's a huge warehouse. We want to. Oh, I remember I said the Bush administration, and I showed Reagan. I never fucking fried me for that. I was like, no. Like, I should have maybe done it better. I said, like, it started with the Reagan administration.
In the 80s they created these, but the Bush administration
really started doing it.
Really started.
Yeah, I wanted to showing the government, and everyone's like, that's not Bush. I'm like, yeah, I know that. I grew up in the 80s.
I know we're Canadian, but we do remember who the presidents were for what years.
I'm British, but I still know as well.
Yeah.
But this is good. I think we did it. See, this is when I started enjoying acting. I think we were doing really, really well here.
Yeah, we really riffed off each other well.
Yeah.
Because this was more like us just talking.
Yeah, there's nothing to look at or to do anything. We're just talking to ourselves. And then it was all editing. We used the warehouse, all this TL, the stuff around.
To try and reference numbers and letters on the back of the game box that were supposed to be leading us through the map to get where we were going.
Yeah. Yeah, it works. And then also we're looking for this
And
stuff.
it is an epically huge warehouse.
It was huge. Yeah, and these guys. Okay, there's some weird editing here that nobody kind of gets, which is good. He runs up. Those guys are there. Look at that. He's pointing down. They're back to there, and then all of a sudden the guys are there. Well, you know what? I fixed it. Oh wait, look! You can see the green guy standing next to him.
He's not there.
No one's there. And then he's over there. Yeah, it's his editing.
Inconsistencies. Put it on the internet, and he actually the space in there
it's very
was
small,
tiny. It was just like a little opening.
It was really dirty down there too.
And he just, without any fear, he just jumped right in. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was funny.
He was completely dedicated.
And I like the angle that we kind of cut from.
Yes.
This is kind of neat.
And that was done on a ladder, holding the camera way up overhead.
That was nutty, yeah.
I mean, there were no boom cameras and fancy equipment on this.
No,
just the
camera. We had one camera and one microphone.
That's it. And this was the case that you built.
Yeah, I built it for another movie, actually.
We did this, and we didn't even do the actual trick that they used in in Pulp Fiction. That light was underneath the case on the floor, and it was turned up to face us as the lid was opened, and the timing on that took so many takes.
I remember I was getting angry because
you were getting, because you're like, we don't have that much time, we have to get this right.
This is just a stupid scene.
And then to close it, and it was all one shot. Yeah. So we had to get it perfect for the open and the close.
I was tough on people. I know. I've had to apologize to a bunch of people. Because it was so stressful.
But it needed to be a certain way.
Yeah.
And you got what you needed out of it.
Pretty much. Yeah. And okay, this scene here with the dialogue, we rehearsed this here many times because I knew when we went to the warehouse that we don't have time to rehearse. We need to know all the stuff.
Yeah.
And this sounds funny, but this is the first time I really saw the benefit of rehearsing. Yeah, I really saw the benefit. And it made the scene better. Yeah. Your lines were good, yeah.
Yeah, we had the argument, and it gets very kind of tense. Yeah. And then he shows up, and he pops a little comedy into it. Marlon Brando.
Yeah, Marlon Brando.
Everyone loves that.
Yeah, I like that bit.
And then I popped this out. I kind of said we should have like on the left, the right.
Just to shake it up, not make it so serious.
Yeah, to give it a little comedy, and then bam, we all ducked.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I like that bit. That was
just to break the
I like the comedy. And that's the thing about this movie. I loved everybody's input. Like, how I'm meaning is that if somebody came with a good idea, well, let's fucking use it. Yes. I don't fucking know everything here. I don't want to know everything. And so an idea like that, let's definitely use it. And it was funny. It was really, really funny. And then, boom. Good way to cut. And this, I gotta say, we were in this warehouse for one day.
Yeah.
And it was so hard. We pieced this together.
Oh, man.
Like, we didn't have enough time. I actually reshot them there another day. Actually, it was like the last editing days. I went back and reshot them just to make it a bit more interesting. It cuts beautifully. You can't tell.
Yeah. I would never have known if you
But this was hard, man, because we kept setting up the camera. We're on the floor, and I'm directing other people to do it. And it's like, that's just crazy stuff.
Oh, it was insane. And we had our hands taped behind our back.
And I didn't know what it was going to look like till I got home. And I didn't know what it was to edit it and make it work. You know? And we'd never get everybody together again. It was really tough. Yeah. Oh man, this is, I remember sitting at the end of the day. You can see it in my face. I'm just so done. I'm so fucking done.
And let's not forget that you and DJ built that relic system out of a bunch of other systems.
Yeah, we never talked about it.
Atari.
Well, there's a making of.
Oh, that's right.
That'll show all of that, which is great.
And then
I wanted to show a bit of the game there, but not too. I needed to show something.
And the idea is that, as people who've watched the movie know, the game is going to make you go insane. Brian really went to town on this, and I think he almost burst a blood vessel in his head at one point.
Yeah.
Because he really went for it.
Yeah.
And and it's like the veins were bulging in the sides of his head.
Yeah.
He was holding his breath.
Greg did a good job there too. Everybody did good there.
Synapses fused. He's looking away and he has his sunglasses.
This is a shot that I love. Look, it just works.
The cord
Look at that. All in one. Look at that. He stops the game.
Pulls the cord out,
all in one shot. That was really difficult. And I had to do it that way because I didn't have another way to edit it. It was just going to be the way it was going to be.
And now his and look at his foot's even sideways the wrong way. That actually looks really painful.
Yeah, he's
messed up.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah, he's awesome. He gets into it and he gets it. Look at you. You got like a fucking vein going.
I was trying not to look. I had my eyes closed. That was the whole Indiana Jones moment.
Yeah.
Don't look at it.
It's funny to cut back to that shot. Yeah. Oh shit. And then I remember we had a lot of hard times with Brian Garces here, who played the henchman.
Another good friend of ours.
He had a hard time doing the dialogue. He was having a hard. Sometimes you just get stumped and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was stumped, and you worked with him to make it a lot more simple, the dialogue.
Yeah, I tried to help pare it down and really make the back and forth and the banter work well.
Yeah.
And of course the big reveal at the end that he's actually been trying to keep that out of the wrong hands by working for the wrong guys and then take it when they get it.
Yeah.
But he believes that we're the ones that can keep it safe and prevent it from being a weapon that kills the world. Mm-hmm. Which gives it a good Scooby-Doo ending. Good one, Shaggy. So, everyone's happy and the world is good.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, what about him? And I enjoyed this. Me and Brian went out to this, we tried to find a meadow.
I'll take care of him and what's going on in his brain.
And we shot this by Queen's Park again, and there's so many people watching. Like, what the fuck are these guys doing? It's just very sad. Even Kim says this is just a sad scene, Like his friendship with Mr. Fufu, and he's completely bananas.
Yeah, and his brain is just rotted. He's done.
He's gone. And then it cuts to, and this is kind of a good one because it shows up finally. Tamara, your kids.
Yeah, and then Kim stands right in front of her, so she's not really in the shot.
You can't even see Kim. See the back of Kim. Big deal.
And there's my son Oren.
Yeah.
There he is, my big man.
Yeah. And can I say, we only had a couple of takes of this because he kept picking his nose.
Oh, he kept picking his nose and he was super tired.
I know.
He's like falling asleep on my shoulder there. I felt so bad. It was his nap time.
So we had to kind of rush through the scene.
There he is, my little buddy.
Yeah, we had to rush through the scene, unfortunately. And so that's why I cut it.
And we wanted to have that high five 80s movie finish.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. And produced, written, directed, everything.
Based on an original story by...
Yeah, it's so funny. I hate putting myself...
You should... Johnny Millennium produced by...
And I gotta say, this is just for the regular movie. I have a making of. Sorry, not making of. I've got a special secret ending that's going to be on the longer version. So actually, sorry, I don't think I'll make it onto this.
It won't be in our director's commentary.
In its commentary, thank you, yeah. And all this. And look at all these people that helped out.
Everyone just volunteered their time and helped out so much.
So much. And I want to spend this time thanking everybody, who actually did all of this. Look at all the people.
And you know what? Thank you, everyone that's actually listening to this and sat through this with us.
Yeah.
That was actually interested enough to listen to two old farts barble on about a movie they made.
Yeah. I know, especially such a low production movie. We realize this ain't no Avatar, man. We realize that and all that. But we had a lot of fun making it. We had a lot of ups and downs, and you see how you look out. You see over there. You see that hole in there?
Yeah.
I punched that on the wall. Sorry, I'm pointing to a door. I punched a hole in the door.
From frustration from working on the movie so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember by the time we were getting down to the end of it, it was just like you were saying, we have to finish it. There were about 2 or 3 times you almost quit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I remember that. And we had very long discussions about it. And we both were kind of like, maybe we should. Maybe it's too much. It's just too much. But then, at the end of the day, you just would not let it go.
I couldn't. I'd done so much, and so would you, and so would everybody. And I let everybody down. I let the audience down. I let everybody down.
I didn't perform any stunts in there, did I? I didn't get thrown around.
Stunts performed by... I think you did something.
Oh, I got maybe jumping over the wall in the house. And
you're amazing. Actually, that is kind of... Yeah, there's a little bit.
Everyone who volunteered their time and energy to make this film possible.
Yeah, definitely. And thank you, everybody, for listening to this and for buying the DVD and enjoying it. And we just want to put this in the commentary so you guys could have a little bit of an understanding of where our mindset was making it. Yeah. And do we want to make a sequel? I think we'd like to. We don't know how we would ever do it. We know the story, but that's another story for another time.
That absolutely is.
Anyways, guys, till next time.